Ideally, as parents, we're creating environments where our kids feel comfortable coming to us and telling us their truth. There are times where kids are going to feel uncomfortable, maybe because they haven't been entirely honest, or maybe they're being honest about some wrongdoing that they've engaged in. It is really, really hard for all of us to take responsibility for wrongdoing. It's hard to confess things. It's hard to admit to things that we may have done that were inappropriate or unacceptable. That's no different for your kids. It is okay to approach them with compassion, gentleness, and understanding. We can create an environment where we not just welcome their truth and accept what it is that they bring to the table, but we accept their emotional state too. One of the healthiest things we can do is help our kids acknowledge what those feelings are that they're feeling. So when they come to you to address something that happened, if they're feeling anxious or worried or scared, one of the best things you can do is help them recognize that feeling, acknowledge it, and then maybe even help them work through it. So in a moment like that, if your child is coming to you or if you've confronted them about something and you sense that they're uncomfortable, they're experiencing some sort of discomfort, help them name and identify what that emotion is, and whether they can or not, you can take that next step of helping them feel a little bit more comfortable or relaxed as you enter into that conversation. The more at ease they are, the better they're going to be able to engage in the conversation in appropriate and healthy ways. So that's a great opportunity to just stop and maybe say like, hey buddy, it seems like you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable right now. Sometimes when I'm going into conversations like that, it's helpful to take a few deep breaths. Let's stop right now and let's just try to relax your body a little bit. And you can walk them through the process of taking some deep breaths and maybe doing some muscle relaxation. It might be helpful to provide them a little bit of time before you move into the conversation. So if they still seem tense after engaging in a couple of those practices, feel free to give them some space and just acknowledge that sometimes it's helpful to have a little bit of time to think about what they're going to say or how they want to say it. Being accepting and compassionate and understanding is actually helpful and healthy in these situations. We do not need to confront our kids like bulls in a china shop. It's not helpful, and again, it's more likely to build up their resistance and their defensiveness when we approach them in those ways. We're more likely to get cooperation from our children when we start with understanding and alignment. So when we express to them that we get how they're feeling, and in fact, maybe you've even felt that way before, it can put them at ease, and it's going to help you enter into a more cooperative and collaborative conversation.